What a difference 2 weeks makes. There's no way that you haven't seen a big difference between Biden and Trump. I mean, leadership really does matter. And optically, it's obvious, right? I mean, we have a president that's taking the big boy stairs again, a president that's engaging with the media, knowing what's happening in government, answering questions. We see briefings almost daily. You got a president that's working full days, a president that's working even weekend. 2 weeks out, and think about how much has also happened substantively. It's not just the optical changes. You can clearly tell the difference in that. But think about it, real solid action and real results. A president, a politician who made promises and actually kept them. Imagine that. After 4 years out of office, the Democrats thought that they kept him away. Lawfare, civil suits, criminal suits, attempts to keep him off the ballot, right? And look what happened. He comes back stronger than ever, with an understanding of how government works, the people that he wants around him and not, the policies that he wants to pursue, and the process by which to get it done. Those 4 years out of office may be the most consequential period in our life. Not going back to back may be the biggest backfire that the Democrats made. Think about this. Right off the bat, mass deportations, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, ICE, it's been stepping up deportations all day long, every day. Over 1,500 individuals, suspected criminals, terrorists, gang members, all gone. We're getting rid of people that we were told for 4 years didn't even exist. President Trump declared a national emergency at the border, right? Enabling allocations of key resources to help out. He signed an executive order declaring cartels a terrorist organization and resumed construction on a border wall that Biden had stopped day one. By the way, when the government of Colombia pushed back and said, we're not taking these people that you're sending out of your country that are our citizens, the president shot back immediately on that post on Truth Social and made it very clear that he would use all the tools of government at his disposal to inflict the greatest amount of hurt on Colombia if they didn't do this. And they were treated right away. The president of Colombia, frankly, folded like a cheap suit. President Trump's even threatening Canada and Mexico with tariffs if they don't take action to strengthen their border security. It's unbelievable what a difference it's made. He signed his first bill into law, the Laken-Riley Act, and made it clear that all these actions that he's taken to keep illegals out are so that it never happens again, what happened to that young nursing student in Georgia. It's unbelievable. He's tried to fight birthright citizenship. Yes, I know the court is pushing back on that. But the idea that the president's willing to fight says something. It does matter that he's willing to fight for the American people and stop the senseless illegal immigration. The same thing with the federal workforce. Think about this. He's ordering all federal workers back to the office. He's also offering buyouts to the entire federal workforce. If you resign by February 6th, you get paid through September. Not a bad deal. This will have profound effects on the budget going forward. He's also leaving global organizations and agreements that don't make sense for America. You think about this. He began this withdrawal for the second time, by the way, from the Paris Climate Accord. And he's also getting us out of the World Health Organization that sided with China during COVID. He's standing up for life. He spoke to the March for Life. He reinstated the Mexico City policy prohibiting federal funds to international organizations that perform or promote abortion. He also executed an executive order that canceled and dismantled DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion throughout our government. We should have the best and the brightest. We shouldn't be spending tax dollars to make people feel more included. This is about spending our tax dollars wisely, and he gets it. For the first time in whatever, there's a sense that our tax dollars are actually being respected. Trying to pause aid to look at these programs to make sure that they make sense. It's unbelievable. He also signed a common sense executive order affirming that in our country, there are only two genders. Imagine that, a boy and a girl. He declared a national energy emergency, prioritizing domestic energy production with deregulatory efforts in places that we're getting energy from. It's unbelievable that we can be back on a course to be energy independent. He revoked security clearances from 51 people who lied, who spread misinformation about the Hunter Biden laptop. Now, let's be clear. Those people that used their government titles and their government-funded security clearance to give the impression falsely that Hunter Biden's laptop was Russian disinformation. They should have that security clearance revoked. It was paid for by us, the taxpayers, and there's no reason to do it. This is so different than 4 years ago. He is back. I've said it before, but every time the Dems have tried to come after Trump, it backfires and it makes him stronger. We're going to reap the benefits of it this time.
Well, if you enjoyed this content, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get more.